Introducing GForceTV. GForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GForceTV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washougal Speedway and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GForceTV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GForceTV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from Rivals and GForceTV racing leagues. GForceTV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GForceTV. Introducing GForceTV. GForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GForceTV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washougal Speedway and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GForceTV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GForceTV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from Rivals and GForceTV racing leagues. GForceTV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GForceTV. Introducing GForceTV. GForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GForceTV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washougal Speedway and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GForceTV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GForceTV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from Rivals and GForceTV racing leagues. GForceTV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GForceTV.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Welcome to GForce Esports, live across Facebook and YouTube. Brett Rill alongside Roger Craig for Championship Night of the A&J Custom Creations Modified Series of Roger. Well, thank you very much for having myself and Ultimate Dirt TV on Championship Night here at Cedar Lake Speedway.
How you doing tonight, Brett?
You know what? We're doing fine. We're up a little earlier than normal, but we like to get things done around here, and really looking forward to seeing how the modifieds race around Cedar Lake Speedway here on championship night.
Yeah, we just finished our the fixed 358 division, the B division, and it was quite a race. And going into tonight, the top four switch around. We have 2 drop weeks, so that made all the difference. And Connor Ross, I can't remember where he was. I think he was third or fourth coming into the night, but with all the drop weeks and his performance tonight, he drove away the victor.
Well, keep an eye on Connor Ross then. But hey, talk about what you've seen this past season with the modifieds here. Not only on Thursday night, but you've also got 360 division for the sprint cars on a Monday night, along with some other divisions as well. And you also run some pro late models on Friday as well, I believe.
Yeah, we've actually got 20 divisions, and our highlight is the Monday night. We actually have 4 tiers of 360 division, and just like that tonight, the top 10 guys from the B division have transferred into this race. So it's been really successful, and it works really well. The A division in our Monday Night League, those guys just put on incredible races every week, as does this. This has been a great division, this big block division. Something unique here too is they can run the big block, or they can run the small block 358. And on a small track like this, sometimes the small block is an advantage.
Who do you think would be the standout driver that you've seen this season, and why?
Well, for sure, Kyle Parker. Kyle Parker and Spartan Racing Team have been pretty dominant in almost everything they run all season. And Kyle Parker's got a pretty significant lead going into tonight. It's going to be really hard to catch him. In second place is Justin Sick, and Justin has been he gives a steady performance every week. He's always there, and it should provide for a good race. And Nick Vickery, another Spartan guy, he's in the hunt, along with Jeff Barker, one of our not only a veteran from the military, but a veteran in our league right from day one. So it should be a great night of racing.
Well, let's hope all these drivers certainly put on a show for championship night. But before we get into tonight, obviously championship week, what's it like trying to run 20 different divisions in the space of a week, and not doing it for 1 week, but doing it multiple weeks in an entire season?
It's crazy, but I have to say, our league, it's really a community-based league, and we have, we have an executive committee, we have a review committee, we have an admin committee. So there's probably about 20 guys, behind the scenes making this league run every week. So that's been the strength of the league, is the whole community spirit. And Wednesday nights, this Hometown Heroes has really taken off. You may know, but I'm not aware of anybody else that does this in iRacing, where this is just, we on Wednesday nights, we run it as a typical, hometown track, and that's been really successful on Wednesday nights. And we've got the Dirt Mods 2 divisions here on Thursdays, and on Fridays we have midgets and pro late models. We also do NASCAR pickups on Friday afternoon, and we do a NASCAR Cup Saturday, and we've been doing Skip Barber Series on Sunday night. So it's it gets a little bit crazy, especially this time of season when you're winding down one. We just came off a charity where we raised $1,600 for veterans, and then we're planning for next season. So yeah, crazy time, buddy.
Well, we are certainly look forward to obviously tonight with the modifieds here. The A&J Custom Creations Championship night, but I believe we'll be back on the call for Monday night for the championship of the 360 sprint cars as well. As we're getting set for qualifying right now, so we're going to bring up a couple of drivers on the racetrack, and we'll take a look at who and what kind of times they do around the Cedar Lake Speedway. First car, as one of the first cars, Brennan Lacey. He pilots the number 4 machine, the 414, I should say. So again, you'll see the times come up on the left-hand side of your screen. Just give it a few seconds, and there it is. And now times will start to come through. John Hayden with a 13.817. Jeffrey Barker goes quick time with a 13.798. Lacey a little slower on lap number 2 with a 13.828. The quickest of 2 laps. Let's see who else is on the racetrack in this one. Connor Ross. There's Andrew Smith coming out. There's Barry Goldner with a 14.363. Stephen Spees with a 13.775. Now that's a name that I remember quite a while back and have not seen him around on iRacing for quite some time, as he goes quick time with a 13.715. There's a name that I recognise as well. Brandon Schultz along with Dustin Hall. Dustin Hall, the driver of the Slick Sim Sports 331 machine. As there is Brandon Schultz, tries the 193. I believe he may have had a little hand or playing a little part in helping Alex Bergeron pick up a 3rd World Championship on iRacing in the sprint car division as well. So he goes quick time with a 13.742. 13.742 as we are just awaiting Dustin Hall as he makes his way onto the racetrack right now. And would you be surprised that Brandon Schultz going quick time, Roger?
No, not at all, Brett. Brandon was one of our just regular guys out every night. Just totally dominated our A Renegades sprint car division, and he hasn't been out that much. I think he's quite the guy, and he wants to give other guys a chance to win these things. So it's great to see Brandon out. He hasn't been much out, like you say. He's been working with Bergeron a lot, and Brandon's just a class act, and we're glad to see him out tonight. That'll be a name to watch for sure, as you well know.
All right, Dustin Hall, best lap time, 13.795. His second lap was a 13.849, so that'll put him in position number 5. But it looks like it's going to wrap up the qualifying session. Brandon Schultz with a 13.742. He's the driver that officially goes quick time here this evening. Kyle Park with a 13.752. Justin Sick, top 3 with a 13.770. Stephen Spees, 13.775 with Dustin Hall with a 13.795, and we'll take those times away, and we're going to bring up your official qualifying results here, and looks like there is going to be an inversion of 4. And let's go back to that one because that's where I want it to go, and we are looking at 3 heat races on the program. So Brandon Schultz, Kyle Parker, Justin Sick, they'll start position number 4 in heats 1, 2 and 3. Stephen Spees, Dustin Hall, your top 5, Jeffrey Barker, John Hayne, Brennan Lacey, Nicholas Vickery and Chris Steele round out your top 10. And Roger, I believe we've got some heat race sponsors as well that we need to take care of.
Yeah, we got A&J Custom Creations does all the trophies for the league. They just finished doing 4 trophies for our veterans charity event, and quality trophies. Anybody out looking for a special gift for someone, just look up Andy Patton and A&J Custom Creations.
All right, here is your A&J Custom Creations heat race number 1 lineup. Chris Steele alongside John Hayne in row 1. Row 2 will be Stephen Spees and Brandon Schultz in row 2. Row 3, Tom Gom. It looks like it's going to be Kyle Moonen and Jeffrey Kemper in row 3. Kyle Moonen's there. It is Tom Gom. Kyle Moonen, Andrew Smith and Tom Taylor will make up the rest of the drivers in heat race number 1 as we are set for a start. This time by the pace truck will take a fast exit down the front straight into turn 1 into the pit area. And we are set for championship night here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway in the GForce TV, the GForce Racing League Modified Series presented by A&J Custom Creations. We are green. Chris Steele will lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2. Already going 2 by 2. Steele gets away from John Haynes. Stephen Spees now works to the inside. Brandon Schultz got some trouble, and here comes Coleman on his inside. Now look at Spees on the inside once again of the 71 machine of John Hayne. Hayne right through the middle of the racetrack. Stephen Spees up to position number 2, and now looking to come off the race leader down through turn number 3 and 4. Chris Steele will lead lap number 2. 8 laps the distance for heat racing action here tonight at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Hayne and Spees side by side. Hayne's got the run down into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Kyle Moonen in that 24 machine on the outside of Brandon Schultz. Your quick qualify. Look out though, the 71 of John Hayne. There was some contact with the 24 of Kyle Moonen, and that shuffles John Hayne back to about the 8th position. Meanwhile, Moonen and Schultz continue to go at it for positions 3 and 4. And now here comes Jeffrey Kemper in the 181 machine. Oh, what a battle this is for positions 3, 4 and 5 as Stephen Spees tries to come after your race leader just in front of them. Chris Steele, Spees into the back of Steele just a little bit. No harm, no foul. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Kemper by Brandon Schultz. Brandon Schultz outside your top 4. Moonen right through the middle. Your focus on the race leader. Look out, Stephen Spees. He caught the concrete wall in the front straightaway. That gives a break to Chris Steele. He should have enough to hold on here in heat race number 1. Again, 8 laps to distance. We've completed 7. The white flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader, the 80 machine of Chris Steele. Stephen Spees second. Kyle Moonen third into 3 and 4. For the final time. Checkered flag is out. Chris Steele will win race number 1. Second we go to Stephen Spees, Kyle Moonen third, Jeffrey Kemper fourth. Brandon Schultz will round out your top 5. Then you go back to Andrew Smith, Tom Taylor, John Hain, and Tom Gom. The drivers to contest heat race number 1. Let's take a look at those official results as we roll over into heat race number 2. There it is. Steeles, Spees, Moonen, Kemper, Schultz, your top 5. Smith, Taylor, Hain, and Gom. As we get set for heat race number 2, presented by Howard Hanna Real Estate.
Howard Hanna Real Estate and realtor Scott Hurwitz. They're represent all over the United States, coast to coast, and no matter where you're moving, look up Scott Hurwitz. He can save you a ton of money. And interesting, that first race, Brett, top 3 drivers are real world drivers, or we're real world drivers, and they always seem to rise to the top.
Well, no doubt we'll keep an eye on those 3 drivers later on in the program as well. Heat race number 2, Brandon Templeton will line up from position at number 1. Brennan Lacey will pilot the 414 out of position number 2. Dustin Hall for Slick Sim Sports at 331 will start position 3. Kyle Parker, second quick here tonight. He'll start from position number 4. G.J. Boydell will line up from position number 5. Aiden Young will start his outside out of position number 6. Lance Ripka will start from position number 7. Connor Ross from position number 8. And AJ Albreda will line up from position number 9. As we get set for heat number 2 of 3 as we wait for the green flag to come out. Green flag is out. We are underway. Heat number 2. We're 3 wide down into turn 1 and 2. Look at Dustin Hall up on the inside looking for the race lead. But Brennan Lacey holds on to the number 1 position. Now down. We'll complete lap number 1 of 8 with 7 to go. Lacey, Templeton, and Dustin Hall 1, 2, and 3. Now Dustin Hall moves to position 2. Templeton in that 223 machine. Nice looking race car right through the middle. Now here comes AJ Albreda. He came from the back row. Right at the very back. He's up already from 9th up to position number 4. And he certainly wants to put himself into the top 3. AJ Albreda. Look out, contact. And we've got Templeton upside down. We're staying green for the moment. 3 laps in, 5 to run. It's Lacey from Hall and Albreda. Then you go back to Parker, who was second quick. And right now we're seeing the drivers that, courtesy of the inversion, they are struggling here in heat racing competition right now. As Kyle Parker, second quick tonight, still continues to run fourth. Meanwhile, Dustin Hall coming after your race leader with 3 to run here at Cedar Lake Speedway, the A&J Custom Creations Modified Championship night here. Look out. Oh, Lacey got the wall. And that allowed Dustin Hall to sneak up on the inside. There was contact into turn 3. Dustin Hall, the creditable racer that he is, he backed out of the throttle and let Lacey take back over the race lead. Unintentional contact. The white flag set to fly. Here comes Albreda. Trying to get by Dustin Hall. Last lap, white flag is out. 1 to run. Hall going upstairs. Trying to wind the 331 machine up. Can he make a run down into turn number 3 and 4? He's going to give it everything he's got. But Brennan Lacey is going to win. Heat race number 2. Dustin Hall second. AJ Albreda home in 3rd. Then you go back to Kyle Parker in 4th. Connor Ross in 5th. And Boydell, Young, Ripka, and Templeton going to round out the 9 cars in heat number 2. And we'll take a look at your official results for that one. As there it is, Lacey Hall, Albreda, Parker, Ross, Boydell, Young, Ripka, and Templeton. As that is excuse me, that is heat race number 2 completed. Heat race number 3 brought to you by Coast to Coast Sim Racing Team.
Yeah, the Coast to Coast Sim Racing Team's been an original team since day one of the league, and I'm on that team, so it's a great team, great guys, and just good camaraderie. But I was surprised. AJ Albreda must not have qualified, because when I saw him in the back, I was quite surprised. With this heat here, Brett, we've got 3 of the top guys. Steve Goldner is not in the hunt, but Steve Goldner is a 3-time Renegades defending champion. So once Brandon Schultz left, Steve was the one to take over. And Vickery, Barker, and Sick are all in the hunt, and they're all in this heat.
All right, well, let's see how they go. Again, Heat 3 brought to you by Coast to Coast Sim Racing Team. Of course, Coast to Coast Racing features drivers from coast to coast in the US and Canada. And they are pleased to be a part of the GForce Racing League since its inception. As Stephen Goldner in the Vanderbilt Racing number 30 machine will start from position number 1. Nicholas Vickery drives the 00 machine from position number 2. Jeffrey Barker will start from position number 3. Third quick tonight in the Firm Motorsports 15. It'll be Justin Sick from position number 4. Steve Shaw Sr. will line up from position number 5. And Troy Stewart will start to the outside from position number 6. And your fourth and final row will look like this. Zach Chapman will start from position number 7. And Barry Goldner lines up from position number 8. Well, you helped me here in the booth, so you are not on the racetrack as we get set for the final heat race of the night. Now, Roger, will we see a consolation race, or is everybody going to go straight into the show?
No, well, there'll be a B main, and yeah, there'll be. I think everybody makes a feature. We're right on the edge of that, but they'll be fighting for starting position.
All right, well, we'll see who goes through and who has to run the consolation race. The green flag is out. Stephen Goldney, your race leader. In that number 30 machine, you go back to Nicholas Vickery, now under pressure here from Justin Sick. Sick on the inside, looking for position number 2. He will have it out of turn 2, and Nicholas Vickery slips back to position number 3 as the track just starting to widen up, starting to slicken off on the entry into turns 1 and 3. Turn 1 still pretty juiced up, though. You see a lot of loose marbles up on the top side of the racetrack. Goldner continues to lead right through the middle of the racetrack. He goes. Vickery following line through 3 and 4. Now Vickery coming back up to Justin Sick, and Justin Sick works the inside line, reclaims second, and now trying to challenge Stephen Goldner for the race lead down into turn number 3 and 4. The virtual crossway sticks are out. 4 down and 4 to run for Stephen Goldner. Justin Sick, Nicholas Vickery, Jeffrey Barker, Steve Shaw Senior, rounding out the top 5. And again, I said it in the last heat races, the drivers that qualified top 3 that had to start position 4, they are just struggling to make some advances in heat racing action. Meanwhile, Sick now after Goldner for your race lead. He snuck up on the inside in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. He's going to peek a nose on the inside once again, but Stephen Goldner holds on to the race lead with 2 to run. And here comes Nicholas Vickery right now. Vickery going to make this a 3-way dance for the race lead as we come to the white flag. 1 lap to run in heat race number 3. Goldner, Sick, and Vickery right now side by side. What a battle this is down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Justin Sick looking for the lead, looking for a win. Heat number 3, Stephen Goldner to the outside. Stephen Goldner will win. What a race for 1, 2, and 3 that was. Oh boy. Gee,
That was a great one.
Yeah, I tell you what, they are not afraid to go and throw some big moves here at Cedar Lake. It might be championship night, and that was a really hotly contested one. Let's take a look at your official results. They pop up on your screen right now, as there it is. Stephen Goldner gets the win. And of course, we'll go back to Justin Sick, Nicholas Vickery, Steve Shaw Sr., Jeffrey Barker, Troy Stewart, Zach Chapman, and Barry Goldner, your top 8 drivers, as we get set for our consolation race. The B main brought to you by SBGC 3D Printing.
Yeah, SBGC 3D Printing does all your printing needs. They do all sorts of. It's amazing some of the parts they make. different gears and cosplay items. And the Texas Tornado, Tom Taylor, is in this B main. And one of the things you rarely see, Brandon Schultz in a B main, and somebody's going to go home out of this race. Actually, I think two guys are going to go home out of this. So, it's there's a little bit of tension out here.
All right, championship night. Brandon Schultz, Connor Ross, row 1. Jeffrey Barker and Andrew Smith in row 2. G.J. Boydell and Troy Stewart, row 3. Tom Taylor and Aiden Young, row 4. Zach Chapman, John Hain in row 5. Row 6 is Lance Ripka and Barry Goldner. Then you go back to Tom Gom and Brandon Templeton in row number 7. As we are set for a start, green flag is out. We're underway in your B main. 10 laps to distance, and we're looking at probably the top 12. Oh, look out. We've got the 79 around. That's Andrew Smith. They're going to stay green for the moment. We'll complete lap number 1. Brandon Schultz will lead Connor Ross down through 1 and 2. They both go to the mid part of the racetrack in 1 and 2. Jeffrey Barker, the 513, just happy rolling the bottom side of the racetrack. They've got to be careful those inside tyres on the racetrack because they can bite you at any second if you run over them the wrong way. Now, Barker was trying to move on there on Connor Ross, but Connor Ross, he wanted nothing of it. Now, look at Boydell in that 014 now trying to get into the top 3. We'll go back and take a look at the battle between the 71 here of John Hain along with the 720 of Zach Chapman. On the scoring sheet there is car 72, but it's Chapman gets by John Hain, but Hain fights back to the outside right now. What do you call him? The Texas Tornado, Tom Taylor.
That's right, buddy.
That's a tongue twister, that one. 3 wide down through turns 3 and 4. What a battle this is for 5, 6, and 7. Some great racing. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. We're halfway home here in the B main. 5 down, 5 to run for Brandon Schultz, but you're watching the battle between Taylor, Chapman, and Hain. Taylor comes out the best of those 3 drivers there after lap number 6. Chapman works the inside there on John Hain once again in the 71 machine. 3 wide. Ben, oh man, this racetrack is really juicy right now. Whoa, a little contact, a little bit of a wheel stand there by the 71 of John Hain. Taylor fending off the challenge from Zach Chapman. This is your battle for 5, 6, and 7. Now the battle on for 3 and 4 as Barker once again tried the move there on Boydell, but no one is catching your race leader with 1 to run as he has opened up a big gap over Connor Ross. We come to the white flag. 1 to run for Brandon Schultz. Looking to put himself into the main event here on championship night. Into 3 and 4 for the final time in your consolation race. Checkered flag is out. Brandon Schultz will win. Connor Ross home in second. Boydell in third. We go back to Barker for Taylor round out to top 5. And it was really close between Taylor, Hain, and Chapman. We'll take a look at your official results, but unofficially it's Hain, Chapman. And now we'll take a look at those official results as we do have a little bit of a warm-up session, but let's go through your top 12, I think it is, that are going through. Brandon Schultz, Connor Ross, G.J. Boydell, Jeffrey Barker, Tom Taylor, your top 5. John Hain, Zach Chapman, Lance Ripka, Aiden Young, Troy Stewart, your top 10. Brandon Templeton, Tom Gom, your top 12. Andrew Smith and Barry Goldner. I believe we might just throw it to a quick commercial break here on the GForce Esports YouTube channel, of course on the Facebook page for Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll take a quick break and come back with your main event up next.
I love being home.
It all starts with the right house. That's where we come in. Howard Hanna.
I love
Home happens here.
being home.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
I love being home.
From finding the perfect house to making it your home, we'll be with you every step of the way. Howard Hanna.
I love
Home happens here.
being home.
Introducing GeForce TV. GForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GeForce TV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washouican Speedway, and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GeForce TV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GeForce TV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from Rivals and GeForce TV racing leagues. GeForce TV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GeForce TV.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV and to GeForce Esports across Facebook and YouTube. Brett Wheeler alongside Roger Craig as we get set for the championship race of the season here for the A&J Custom Creations Modified. Again, we'll take a look at your starting grid, and oh, that's not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to press that button. So Chris Steele will start from position number 1, Brennan Lacey from position number 2. Stephen Goldner and Stephen Speeds will make up row 2 out of positions 3 and 4. Row 3 will be Dustin Hall and Justin Sick. Row 4 will see Kyle Moon alongside AJ Albreda. Nicholas Vickery alongside Jeffrey Kemper in row 5. Then we go back to Kyle Parker and Steve Shaw Sr. in row 6. Row 7 will be Brandon Schultz and Connor Ross. Row 8, GJ Boydell alongside Jeffrey Barker. Row number 9 will be Tom Taylor and John Hain. Zach Chapman alongside Lance Ripka in row 10. Aiden Young alongside Troy Stewart in row 11. Brandon Templeton and Tom Gom in row number 12. Roger, if you had to pick someone from this starting grid, who would you pick for your main event?
Well, you can never discount Brandon Schultz, that's for sure. But you know, AJ Albreda and Steve Goldner, and of course Kyle Parker. You never rule any of those guys out. So this is going to be a good one.
All right, let's take a look as we get set for your A&J Custom Creations presented by GeForce TV and GeForce Racing Leagues. We are set for your championship race here in the Modifieds. It's time to get dirty for 30 as we are green and we are underway with Brennan Lacey and Chris Steele. Look at the 30 of Stephen Goldner making a 3 wide through 1 and 2. 2 by 2 throughout the field. We go 3 wide for positions 4, 5 and 6. 1 going to the wall. So 181 of Jeffrey Kemper. Lap number 1 is in the books and we have a yellow. We've got a car slowed And stopped. It is the 00 of Nicholas Vickery. Let's take a look and see what happened here with Nicholas Vickery. I'm not sure why he was stopped on the racetrack, but
Looked like there was an accordion effect when Goldner kind of got caught on those tires at the front, and by the time they got to the back, guys had nowhere to go.
well, here it is here.
But that's a tough one for Nick because he is in the hunt for the championship.
I mean, he was very lucky to be back on all fours because once these cars roll over, once they're on their roof, you've got to wait for the virtual tow, which can be, I think it's about a minute 45. So a tough break for Nicholas Vickery right there in the 00, but no doubt he'll certainly bounce back from that one. We'll see a hard charging 00 come back through the field. As the lights are still on the iRacing.com official page. Okay, Roger, if people want to get involved or if people want to check out GForce, how can they get involved to be a part of the racing here?
All they got to do is go to GForceRL.com, and there's an apply button right there, and fill it out, and from there on, our VP of Recruiting, Bill Calder, will take them through the process.
All right, it's as simple as that, hey? GForceRL.com. Let's just get that on the screen for the people, and we're going to single file restart here. Lights are out, pace truck is off. Chris Steele will lead us back to the green flag. Back underway, and now we've got a very different racetrack from what we've seen in the heat races earlier on this evening. Look at Dustin Hall looking to the outside, and Stephen Speeds as Hall got into the right rear quarter panel. Now look at them, two and nearly three wide throughout the field. Some great racing here on the championship evening in the A&J Custom Creation Modified Series. Wow, look at Justin Sick, AJ Albreda trying the big time slide job. Meanwhile, Stephen Speeds under pressure here from Dustin Hall. This is for positions 3 and 4 on the racetrack. Hall to the inside, looking to slide up, slides mid-track, gives the lane back up to Stephen Speeds on the top side. Knows he's there. Doesn't need to do anything silly just yet. Right now, as they nearly tapped the wall right in the center of turn number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Brennan Lacey still your race leader in the 4-1-4 machine. Stephen Goldner rides in second spot. Just a car lane behind Brennan Lacey is Stephen Goldner once again. Dustin Hall, Stephen Speed. A great battle right now for the third and fourth spot on the racetrack. Meanwhile, Justin Sick, he's got the best seat in the house to watch this battle unfold between Speeds and Hall. Hall follows Speeds up on the top side of the racetrack. We've really got a slick line developing right through the middle of the racetrack. A little trickier in turn number 1 and 2 than what you see 3 and 4 right now. There is the 24 of Kyle Moonen. So far, biggest mover through the field would happen to be Brandon Schultz in the 193. He was advanced up 4 positions so far. Kyle Parker, he sits about 3-4 car lengths in front of him. He's up 3 spots as well, but I'll tell you what, right in the mid-pack, it is really dicey right now. Drivers fighting high, fighting through the middle, and even trying to fight on the low side of the racetrack. Oh, the 71 of John Hayne into the wall and upside down. He almost went. He'll park it in the middle of turn number 3 and 4, and the yellow lights will come on around the venue. We'll quite quickly take a look. The Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay just to see and show you what happened to the 71 and how easy it is just to misjudge your turn, and sometimes it can be as quick as that. And tell you what, everybody did well that was coming on the top side. Everyone done well to avoid that 71 and not cause further damage to not only their car, but the cars around them.
Yeah, that was a tough break. John Hines, one of our top drivers, and very rarely does he make a mistake. But I have to feel for Chris Steele. Chris Steele was leading the race and had connection problems and just dropped out like while he was leading. That really sucks big time, and it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the current world we live in and what we give here in iRacing and what iRacing provides us, basically closest to the real thing is what you can get without spending, the tens and thousands of dollars, and without having to pay the repair bill. Sometimes you'll take a drop out here or there on iRacing.
Yeah.
It's
Chris Steele is a 360 driver at our local Ashwegan Speedway, so a top-notch guy, and it's tough to see him go out like that.
Well, speaking of going out, the lights are out. He'll be moving off the racetrack. We'll work on the second, third, of this feature event. So 130 is in the books, 10 down, 20 to run for Brennan Lacey and Stephen Goldner. Side by side we go through turn number 1 and 2. Lacey's got the run down the back straightaway. Here comes Dustin Hall. Stephen Spees on the inside, 3 wide for a moment, and here comes Dustin Hall looking for the daily double. Yellow is out. Man, that was just getting dicey. As everybody going to check up and slow their cars down. Yellow flag going to come back out on the racetrack. I think Lance Ripka might have had some issues here. We'll take a look at your instant replay, so keep an eye on the 125 material at 25. Brandon Schultz on the infield it is. I wonder what happened to Brandon Schultz, because
A couple of guys tangled coming out at 2, and I thought that was maybe what caused the yellow when they drove through the infield, but then I saw that car roll.
yeah, there it is, just that accordion effect as we spoke about earlier on. So the cars on the inside, the 22 just getting into the back of Justin Sick, and that forced Brandon Schultz and the 22. I'm trying to look at my timing and scoring on that one on who that might be. So that one's AJ Albreda.
Well, we got a break here, Brett. I just want to thank you for a comment. We've been, I've always been a big fan of yours, and really appreciate you stepping up for us to cover these championship races.
Oh yeah, look, as always, I'm very appreciative of the work that we get given here on Ultimate Dirt TV. It's always a pleasure to basically do what we love, and that's called racing. Whether it's on iRACING or whether it's out in the real world, we love speedway in general. And again, we're thankful for every opportunity we get as we complete lap number 12 when Brennan Lacey, the race leader. And the order's changed just a bit because Dustin Hall has slipped back to position at number 5. He's now battling Justin Sick as Justin Sick now. He'll work the top side of the racetrack through turn number 3 and 4. Look at the 55 of Stephen Spees now. Trying to come after position 2. That's Stephen Goldner. They'll go side by side into 1 and 2. The track is really starting to slicken off, but starting to get a little hairy up on the top side of the racetrack, especially through turn number 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is a little bit different to what 3 and 4 is. You can hold it wide open in 3 and 4. Whereas you come out of turn number 2, you've got to be careful. Look out, Goldner. Spees gets into the back room. A few drivers check up. Well done to everybody. Look at AJ Albreda now back inside the top 5. And Dustin Hall, who was challenging for second just before that last yellow come out as we come to halfway. He was challenging for second, and now he finds himself in 6th position. Meanwhile, Justin Sick moves to position 3, but for how long for? Because here comes Stephen Goldner back to the outside. Albreda and Dustin Hall, they go side by side, and here comes Kyle Parker in the 013 machine, and the 013 is winding it up on the top side. He gets Albreda. Now coming after Dustin Hall, trying to sneak into the top 5. Meanwhile, a big gap opens up for your race leader, Brennan Lacey, as we are closing in. Oh, look out, Albreda over the wall, over the catch. The catch fence did its job here. Tough break.
He just launched.
Yeah, it's very easy to do here. You make that one little mistake on the top side in 1 and 2. There's no catch fence right there. It's just an open wall until you get to the pits or until you get to the back stretch where you actually come out onto the racetrack. So a tough break for Albreda. He was having a good run, but now unfortunately he's going to be out of the event, and he'll be credited with what should be a 22nd place finishing position.
So what we got in a second here, Brett, tell us a little bit about UDTV and how you started and what you've grown to.
I actually started about 10 years ago. Before we were on iRACING. Then obviously iRACING came out, and I think it was 2017, and that was, I think, April. And then December, I'd basically done some shows for some other companies out there, and did shows here and there throughout the week. And I thought, well, you know what, now's probably a good time just to go out there and start my own company rather than, people come to Brett Wheeler to broadcast. They can go to a company, and ended up starting up in December 2017 it was, and actually I spent 2 months of promoting it, doing broadcasts, and had to rename the channel, and Facebook wouldn't allow me to rename the channel. So that in February, I basically had to start over in scratch again. So, it's taken 3 and a bit years, but we've gone from that now to closing in on 17,000 followers. So it's Pretty good. Like I said, I've been pretty blessed with the opportunities that I've been given over the past, 3 and a bit years, and continually go from virtually from track to track, and it's now even sort of taken over in the real world side of things as well. I've done a number of shows this past season. I've even had opportunities given to go over to America, but with the way COVID is at the moment, I can't get over there because I'm not allowed to leave the country. I think the yellow's about to come back out too, so probably a good time for that one. We're going to start there. It is. So yeah, I've had a number of people, Jerry Vansicle, Sean Neistat, they've always said if I can get over there, they're happy to have me at Boone Speedway, Marshalltown, Huset's where Sean works. So yeah, again, look, been very blessed.
This was normally Sean's gig Thursday and next Monday, and that whole crew Advantage is out west broadcasting a race tonight. They'll be broadcasting next Monday night. So glad to have you aboard, and it's cool that you know those guys that well.
Yeah, I've worked with Sean. Actually, Sean came into UDTV via Jerry. Jerry came to me one day and goes, "Hey, can I bring a mate in?" I was like, "Has he done it before?" He's like, "Yeah, he's a announcer at a real track." I was like, "Yep, sure, bring him in." And that was it. Sean just gelled into our family at UDTV, and it was just one thing led to another, and I'm pretty happy to say that he's a good friend of mine, and just a pleasure to know the bloke, and pleasure to work with him. Considering that the people that I've had on UDTV, I can just go back to the Spring Fling, Ben Shelton, Jerry Vansicle, those guys. To say that I've worked with some of the best in the real world virtually is a little bit of an achievement. I'd say I'm very happy with. Again, I'm very blessed and thankful for all the opportunities we get.
Yeah, Sean is a class act guy for sure, and looks like we're going to have an exciting finish here.
9 to run in your championship night for the A&J Custom Creations Modified Series presented by GForce Racing League. Green flag is out. Brennan Lacey will continue to lead now. Justin Sick, Dustin Hall running second and third. Stephen Spees in fourth. Rounding out your top 5 is Kyle Parker. Brandon Templeton, he started 23rd. He is up to position number 8. He's advanced 15 spots. And Tom Gom, an honourable mention as well. He started dead last in 24th. He's up to 11th, nearly on the verge of breaking in to that top 10. Meanwhile, Justin Sick on the outside of Dustin Hall. They continue to go side by side for the second and third spot on the racetrack. Lacey continues to lead, 6 laps left to run. So you think about it like this, we've got a dash distance left in the main event championship night here in the A&J Custom Creations Modified Series. Stephen Spees now looking to try and make this a 3-car battle for the minor placings on the podium right now. Hall slides up. Sick tries to come back through the middle of the racetrack. Now ducks it down low, down into turn number 1 and 2. The Palm is out, 5 to run for your race leader, Brennan Lacey. No one catching Brennan Lacey in that 4-1-4 machine. He's got a 1-second advantage, and he is driving away from Dustin Hall. Here comes Speeds to the top side, down into 1 and 2. How about Kyle Parker from 11th up to position number 5 right now? As we close in on your final couple of laps, Stephen Speeds contact with the wall in the middle of 3 and 4 just a little bit now. Here comes Parker and Moonen. Moonen to the inside. Parker in the 013 machine. Moonen in that 24. Now Kyle Moonen. He started position 7. Up just 1 or 2 positions, depending where a car on the catch bench. That's Jeffrey Kemper in the 181, and we are yellow. And we are set for a green-white checker situation here to wrap us up here on championship night. And well, what a way with a green-white checker, Roger. You would think that it is going to be gloves off here at Cedar Lake.
Oh, yeah. You took the words out of my mouth. What a way to finish the season with a green-white checker. And these guys, they put on a show every week. And, there have been cautions, but the driving skills of these guys is just crazy.
So Jeffrey Kemper in the 181 machine is retired back to the pits, and he will take no further part in this event. But man, oh man, Brennan Lacey has been the driver to watch, the driver to beat in this 30-lap distance. And well, you could argue that a case of what could have been had Chris Steele had not those virtual mechanical issues with the internet issue, and who knows, Chris Steele may have been leading this race. But at the end of the day, the dotted line says right now Brennan Lacey is the race leader, driving the 414 machine. As we're
How
going
about how about Brendan Templeton and Tom Gom from 23rd and 24th to 7th and 8th? What a great drive for those two guys.
now the hard charger. Well, that would be split at the moment. And of course, the hard charger. I know there's a sponsor for that one, and you probably know this off the top of your head.
Yeah, that'd be Cool Ray.
Yeah, Cool Ray Heating and Air Conditioning. I just found it just then as I was flicking through the document there. But lights are out. Green white checker to wrap up the A&J Custom Creations Modified Series. We are green, and Brennan Lacey gets a good jump on Dustin Hall. Justin Sick holds on to position 3, and I don't think your top 3 is going to change all that much. Oh no, look out, Brennan Lacey stuffed it into the wall. He's gone a lap and a half too early. The white flag is out, and drama on championship night. Can Lacey hold on? Dustin Hall, your new race leader. Oh no, Brennan Lacey, you've got a feel for the bloke. He was a lap and a bit away from going to victory lane, but instead, Dustin Hall will win your championship night here at Cedar Lake. Oh my! Fireworks in the middle of the racetrack. Roger, what a way to finish the night and finish the season. Brennan Lacey, heartbreak.
That was a bit of announcer's curse there, buddy. You had just given him the win, and all of a sudden he stuffed it to the wall. And I've had Joe does that to me on Wednesday nights, where he'll every time he mentions my name, off I go. So what a race, though. That was just all sorts of drama at the end there.
Well, going to the Epsilon Sprint Wraps victory lane is Dustin Hall for Slick Sim Sports. He drives a 3:31. He gets the checkered flag at the end of the night. Justin Sick home in second for the Firm Motorsports. Stephen Spees in third. Brennan Lacey fourth. Kyle Parker rounds out your top 5. Kyle Moonen in 6th. Brandon Templeton 7th. Tom Gom in 8th. Connor Ross 9th. Aiden Young rounds out your top 10. We'll go down the line. Have a look through 11th through to 24. And that'll be Steve Shaw Sr. in 11th. Tom Taylor in 12th. Zach Chapman in 13th. Jeffrey Barker 14th. GJ Boydell lines up or finishes in 15th. Troy Stewart 16th. Nicholas Vickery 17th. Stephen Golden 18th. Brandon Schultz in 19th. Jeffrey Kepper your top 20. And we go back to Lance Ripka, 21st, AJ Alvarado in 22nd, John Hain, 23rd, and Chris Steele in position number 24. I think we're ready to go down to victory lane. We're going to chat. We're going to go from back to front this time. We're going to go from third to first, as Stephen Spees comes home in third spot. Stephen, congratulations on third place. And hey, buddy, it's nice to talk to you again. It's been a while since we've spoken.
Yeah, thanks. Kind of lucked into it there at the end. It looked like Brendan Lacey kind of gave that race away, but you got to run all 30, so I'll take it.
Exactly. It's not a 29 lap feature event, but hey, talk about this run. Talk about this racetrack. You guys had a couple of minutes warm up after the consolation races. What were you thinking the track was going to do? Come this time of the night.
Yeah, it's pretty typical, right? I don't know what the iRacing programming does here, but it just gets so bumpy. Especially, it seems like it's worse in these modifieds than it is most of the other cars, even. So, you just got to try to keep it pointed straight and slow it down so it doesn't get too upset over those bumps, and then roll back into the gas. And slow is fast in these cars, and I was just kind of hanging on for dear life. It's not really my best car, so I'm thrilled that I was able to keep it up towards the front.
Well, a hell of a job in third place. What's the season been like for you so far?
Up and down, I can't complain. I've run pretty well in most everything here in GeForce. There's bad nights, but it all pays the same as the way I look at it. So it's always more fun to be up front. But I just like racing with the group, so it's all good from my view.
Buddy, look, well done on third place here on Championship Night, the A&J Custom Creations Modified Series. Steve, before we let you go, of course, sponsored on this race car, people behind the scenes, who gets this done for you, buddy?
Got to say big thanks to Epsilon Sprint Wraps for putting the wraps on a bunch of our Gambler cars, and then our team Gambler Motorsports. We have a real good time talking through these races in our Discord channel, and just really enjoy the team, and we do lots of different stuff. Come check out and follow us on the Facebook.
All right, there we go. Stephen Spees home in third place. We'll chat to the driver that comes home In second spot tonight, he pilots the 15 machine. It is Justin Sick. Justin, congratulations on second place. And, well, this is an up and down night for you. You were near the front. You fell back outside of the top 5. A yellow comes out, and you get back up towards the top 3. I mean, overall, that pretty good night to come home second.
Man, I don't know what happened to Brennan on that restart, but it was definitely a challenge. I had to find the right line. I had to find the throttle control. That track was pretty icy out there.
Talk us through what it's like to run 30 laps around here. Tell the fans what it's like. Compare the two turns. Compare 1 and 2 to compare to the other end of the racetrack in 3 and 4.
Yeah, so 1 and 2, it seems to be a lot bouncier, like running the bottom to the middle line. Sometimes even up top, it gets pretty rough up there. And then 3 and 4, I don't know, to me, 3 and 4 seems really smooth. Like I feel like I can run almost any line there and still gain a little bit of time, if not a lot of time, coming out of 4. But yeah, they are pretty different though.
All right, well, congratulations on second place here tonight. Justin, before we let you go, of course, sponsored on this race car, people behind the scenes, who gets this done for you?
Yeah, man, the Firm Motorsports for one, Apex Auto Glass and Tinning, ABR Setup Shop, LCI, GForce, they have a great thing going on. I can't wait for the summer series to start. It's going to seem like forever, but you guys, obviously, you guys put on a great show too. I love going back to watch the videos, and yeah, everything's good.
Just if I could just jump in, I want to congratulate you, Justin. Final tallies in, and you finished second overall. I know you would love to have won the championship, but I think you moved up a couple of spots tonight. So great season, buddy.
Justin, what's been the biggest thing for you now that so Roger comes in with that? What's been the biggest thing for you in having that consistent run, to finish second in the championship? What does it also mean to you as well?
It means I'm going to have something to look forward to going into the next season. I'm going to have to defend my second spot or even, gain a spot. Kyle did a great job this season. I had a few rough races, and him and I were battling for a couple weeks there, and I had a couple more bad races, and then he got the lead, and it's like I was chasing ever since.
All right. Well, look, well done on second place tonight, and well done in second place in the championship, Justin.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. Your second place finisher here tonight. Your runner-up, Justin Sick. We'll now chat to the winner, who comes into Epsilon Sprint Wraps Victory Lane. It's the Slick Sim Sport driver of Dustin Hall. And Dustin, well, let's talk about this race, because you led one lap. It happened to be the one that counted. But, man, there was a time where you were outside of that top 5 with about 10 to go.
Last lap's the only one that really counts, right?
Absolutely.
No, it was just close racing, good track, multiple grooves, so it was hard to go anywhere. You got to check up. You end up letting 2 or 3 guys by, and that's how I ended up. I think I ended up as far back as 6th, I think, there. But then the middle finally came in, and it seemed like nobody else was able to kind of roll it the way I did with that, or they were more comfortable on the top or the bottom. And then that green-white checkered, really, I kind of got it handed to me when he got in the wall. I don't think I had enough laps to roll the bottom and get by him with as much momentum as he was getting up top.
Obviously, tonight, drivers have the choice of running the 358 or the big block modified. What was your choice of car and why?
It was the big block. Number one, that's just the one I run more, so it's the one I'm more comfortable with. Also, Cedar Lake, for some reason, when it slicks off, almost seems to gain grip in the center, and you can keep the big block tight enough. You don't have to be down on the power when it slicks off. And then also, my feelings are the 358 puts you farther behind early in the night when it's heavy.
All right, Dustin, well, congratulations on coming into Epsilon Sprint Victory Lane here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, there's a lot of good sponsors on this race, got a lot of good people behind the scenes, buddy. Who gets this done for you?
I got to thank Slick Sim Sport, Dominator Designs and iRAPs, H&M Automotive, Doug Perry Towing. I think that's about it I need to thank. I got a few I need to take off the car. But it's a fun race. It was a good race. I don't know what it looked like in the back of the pack, but the front of the pack was 2-3 wide a lot of the race, and fun racing and good racing. Thank thanks for doing it as always, Brett. And thanks these guys for putting it on.
All right, there we go. Dustin Hall, your race winner here in the A&J Custom Creations Modified Season Finale. And Roger, can you confirm that Kyle Parker is the points champion?
I can confirm it. He had 790 points, and Justin had 727, so he won it fairly handily.
All right, I'll tell you what, let's go chat to the man that picks up the A&J Custom Creations Modified Championship, Kyle Parker. Kyle, first of all, buddy, congratulations on finishing 5th here tonight. You started 11th, but more importantly, congratulations on picking up a championship.
Oh, thanks you, man. Thank you for sure. Like it's been a long season, dude. I missed the first week, and I think that helped me a little bit because I had that one less drop week. But I was fast all year, you know. So I think I had a shot from the beginning, you know. Last year I finished second the field, and that's my teammate, so I can't complain about that. So Spartans won it 2 seasons in a row now. We'll take it.
What has been the biggest sort of thing in finding or getting a championship win here? Because, you know, as you said, it's a long season. You had a drop week that you used early on at the start of the season. So when it comes to, you know, does that put extra pressure on yourself, knowing that you don't have that extra drop week to, you know, if you have a bad race?
Yeah, definitely. Because I had a bad race at Cedar Lake last time we were here. I was running second, and I think with 2 to go or 3 to go, I ended up flipping, and I'm like, uh-oh, you know. So that's gonna be my one drop week. So if I have another bad finish, you know, it might affect me. But I think my worst finish was tonight since the last 8 seasons. I think this is my worst finishing spot. So just consistency.
I was going to say, if this is your worst, you finish 5th, so that's not a bad stat to have. Roger, have you got anything for our champion here tonight?
No, just a big shout out and a congratulations. Kyle and Spartan Racing Team have been so supportive of the league and the charities and everything we do. It's good seeing him get the victory lane, and I know they work really hard for it. And congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Roger. Means a lot, bro.
Hey, Kyle, before we let you go, we know there's a lot of good people on this race car, a lot of good people behind the scenes, buddy. Who helped you get this championship win?
Oh, first, always, man, Spartan Racing. Those guys are the best. And then my amazing fiance for letting me take time away from the family to run a couple hours. She's huge part of it as well. Kingsley Heating and AC, Diggs Race Setup, VMwire Wraps, Turn 5 Media, and GForce for putting this all together, letting us come out and play. And you guys for the broadcast tonight.
All right, Kyle Parker, ladies and gentlemen, he is your A&J Custom Creations Modified Champion here in the GForce Racing League. And that'll wrap us up. Roger, have you got any final words, any final comments before we close this one out?
Just another great season and division. This division's been great all season, and just really I want to thank you for coming on board tonight. And Monday night we'll be back at Cedar Lake again for the Renegades Championship, and look forward to your call there as well, buddy.
All right, and again, just for people that are still here and they want to get involved and they want to race with these guys, how can they race, and where else can you find GForce Racing League?
Well, there's our Facebook page, GForce Racing League, and then of course GForceRL.com. You can find all the information on our league there. Everything is there, you know, standings, how to apply, all our charity stuff, and it's just one-stop shopping. GForceRL.com.
There you go. All right, just a couple of other thank yous we've got. Of course, thanks to Gambler Motorsports for the pre-race show. Thank you to IRLM Standings, the iRacingLeagueManager.com as well. They bring you the standings for each and every week. Of course, VMR Wraps for the qualifying session. Heat races, thanks to A&J Custom Creations, Howard Hanna Real Estate, Coast to Coast Sim Racing Team, and Mr. Plumber. The B-Main sponsored by, of course, SBGC 3D Printing. And we had the Icon SimSports intermission as well. And thanks to GForce Racing League, GForceRL.com. Thanks to Justin Sick, iRacing Photos as well for providing driver of the week. And of course, the main sponsors. The presentations we'll go through for the Monday night stuff again. The SBGC 3D Printing Sprint Cars. I got the Icon Sim Sports Wednesday night show as well. Tonight is brought to you by Epsilon Sprint Wraps, and of course VMR Wraps will bring you the Friday night late model and midget series. Again, thank you to Malcolm's Mill Replays, Cool Ray Heating and Air Conditioning Hard Charger, along with in Victory Lane we had Dustin Hall in the Epsilon Sprint Wraps Victory Lane. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and GeForce Racing League and GeForce Esports on YouTube, on behalf of Roger Craig, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back Monday for Championship Night.
I love being home.
It all starts with the right house. That's where we come in. Howard Hanna.
I love
Home happens here.
being home.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
I love being home.
From finding the perfect house to making it your home, we'll be with you every step of the way. Howard Hanna.
I love
Home happens here.
being home.
Introducing GeForce TV. GForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GeForce TV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washouican Speedway, and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GeForce TV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GeForce TV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from rivals and GeForce TV racing leagues. GeForce TV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GeForce TV.